Here's a short tutorial showing you how to play the chords from Drake's Fireworks. I haven't come across any videos on YouTube so far that got them right, so here's the real thing. First of all, I'll play them straight through, then I'll break them down. So, starting with the left hand, you begin with your fourth finger on the lowest F on your piano, if you have a piano or full-size keyboard. You then go down to your fifth on D, second on A, and thumb on C, and that just repeats. So in your left, you're covering these four notes with these four fingers. Now in the right, we'll split it into two halves. In the first half, you start with this chord. That's thumb on G, second on A, third finger on middle C, and fifth on E. And you spread that chord from bottom to top. And that's also the second chord. So when the bass note changes, the right hand chord stays the same. Third chord is then second on B, third on C, fifth on E. Again, that's spread from bottom to top. And then your second stays in place for the next chord, which is a straight G triad played with your thumb, second and fourth finger. And those notes are all played together. They're not spread from bottom to top. So again, the first half is then the second half, you move down to here, thumb on E, second on G, third on A, and fifth on C, and you play the E before the other notes. Then you go back to this chord, but you don't spread it this time, you play all of the notes together, then the rest is the same. Spread those three notes and play those three together. So the right hand straight through is spread chord, same again, spread those three notes, G triad with second, fourth, split chord, those together, those three notes spread, and those three together. So putting those together, I'll do that in slow motion. Finally, if you know a little chord theory or want to learn some, keep watching. I'll just explain those chords. So the first one, you have an F bass, and those two notes complete the F triad. So that's an F major chord. And to that you're adding a ninth, so ninth is just above the root, and a seventh, a major seventh, which is a semitone or half step below the root. So if you want to work out that chord from scratch, that's a straight F major chord, just bring the root up a step and down a step, and you get F9 with a major 7, sometimes known as F major 9. Keeping that on changes the nature of the chord. We now have a D chord, and that's D with a sus4, a 5th, 7th and 9th. So you would probably call that D sus9 if you're writing it down. Third chord, that's A minor, A, C, E. And instead of playing the root in the right hand, you're playing the 9th. So that's A minor with an added 9th. Fourth one is a G major triad over C. So you can either call that G over C, or you could say it's a C chord with a 5th, major 7th and 9th, but no 3rd, because the E is missing. Then when you go back to the first bass note again, you have this. And this is just a rearrangement of this chord. So instead of the 7th being up there, it's down here. So again, working out that chord from scratch, that's an F major triad, and just split the root, which is F, to the 2 notes either side, and you get a 7th and 9th chord. Then the rest is just exactly the same.